In the bustling town of Osogbo, the Osun River flowed gracefully, revered by the locals as the embodiment of the goddess Osun. For generations, the river had been a source of life, providing water for drinking, farming, and rituals each year. The Osun Osogbo festival drew crowds from far and wide, celebrating the river goddess with music, dance, and offerings. One day, a wealthy businessman named Chief Adekunle arrived in Osogbo with grand plans. He envisioned a factory that would bring jobs and opportunity to the town. However, the land he coveted for his factory lay close to the sacred Osun River. Despite the elders' warnings about disturbing the sacred waters, Chief Adekunle, driven by ambition and greed, proceeded with his plans. He bribed officials and ignored the pleas of the townspeople, starting construction. As the factory rose, strange occurrences began. The once clear river turned murky, and fish started dying in alarming numbers. The town people grew restless, their prayers seemingly unheard by the goddess. Soon, the children of the town fell ill with strange, inexplicable ailments, and the crops began to wither. Late one night, as Chief Adekunle reviewed his factory plans, he heard a soft, melodious voice calling his name. He dismissed it as his imagination, but the voice grew louder and more insistent, echoing through his empty mansions. Unable to sleep, he decided to walk to the river to clear his mind. At the river bank, he saw a beautiful woman standing in the water, her form shimmering in the moonlight. Her eyes were filled with sorrow and anger. "You have desecrated my sacred river," she said, her voice like the rustling of leaves. "I am Osun, the river goddess. You have poisoned my waters and harmed my children." Chief Adekunle fell to his knees trembling. "Great Osun, I meant no harm. I wanted to bring prosperity to the town." "Prosperity at what cost?" Osun replied, her eyes blazing. "You ignored the warnings, and now my curse will fall upon you and your lineage." The next morning, Adekunle's factory workers arrived to find him unconscious by the river. They rushed him to the hospital, but he remained in a coma, haunted by nightmares of drowning and the goddess' wrath. As days turned into weeks, the town people noticed that their water was clearer and the illness were beginning to fade. The elders gathered and performed a purification ritual, offering sincere apology and sacrifices to the river goddess. Slowly, the river began to heal, and life in Osogbo returned to normal. But Chief Adekunle never woke up, and his once thriving business empire crumbled, and his mansion fell into despair, becoming a ghostly reminder of his hubris. Years later, the story of Chief Adekunle at the coast of the Osun River became a cautionary tale. It was told to children to remind them of the power of the gods and the importance of respecting nature. The river continued to flow, a symbol of both life and unseen forces that govern it, and the townspeople ensured that never again would anyone dare to disturb the sacred waters of the Osun River.